porting Lagos. Stay tuned for details of these and other reports in just a moment. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the news. My name is Mercy Ekere. Access to legal services for an underserved population in a straining economy can be a huge burden, but constituents of Esre Karibano State constituency do not have to worry any longer. This is as the member representing them in the State House of Assembly, Engineer Udobia, Friday, in a bid to achieving lasting peace in partnering lawyers in the area to provide free legal services to the constituents. Samuel Ayara has the report.
Tagged Legal Clinic. The program is intended to counsel and address chieftaincy tussles, promote alternative dispute resolution, stem domestic violence and other vices that can breed disunity and social unrest. Restating commitment to providing effective representation that will ginger development in the constituency, the lawmaker, Engineer Udobia, Friday, identified consensus and peace building as panacea to the much-needed development.
There are various reasons. I'm a lawyer, to come together and offer free legal services. Because women are very much aware that them so I'm not going to come out to fight myself. I'm not going to come out to do it myself. We have the legal professionals that have what it takes to treat such acts.
United in the sentiments that it is a new dawn in the area, the political leader of Esreket, Elder Benjamin Udobia, represented by his personal assistant, Mr. Godwin Elijah, alongside other stakeholders in politics, community and the legal profession, hailed the lawmaker for the gesture.
So this clinic is to make a way for us to identify those people who may be the only thing we can do, our legal knowledge, our legal services, if we can I am proud to say that I did our host communities and we have decided to partner with them and do whatever we know to support the movement in the local government area.
We are moving away from materialism to knowledge. We are moving away from those things that are physical to inculcating values, inculcating knowledge.
I believe that from this forum, the indigenes will benefit a lot. They will know their rights, they will know their benefits, they will know whom to go to.
Engineer Udobia, in a little above 3 months in the hallowed chambers of the State Assembly, has so far concluded the first batch of education and business support and is the lawmaker behind the state's electricity bill. Samuel Ayara, AKBC News.
Constituents of Ikono in a federal constituency on Saturday had cause to smile as their representative in the National Assembly, Obong Emmanuel Ukpong, Udo disbursed grants to cushion effects of the subsidy removal on its people. reaching out to over 3,000 indigents of Ndia Ward 8 in his ongoing thank you tour of wards in the federal constituency. The lawmaker appreciated his people for giving him a second-term mandate in the Green Chambers. The report.
Second in the series of the empowerment initiative titled Marker in Your Community, it was the turn of Ndia Ward 8, helm of the National Assembly member. Thanking God for the grace to not only win a second term but live up to the promises he made his people, Representative Ukpong-Udor assured constituents that he will run an all-inclusive representation.
I'm Indian force, I'm Indian friend. I'm Indian because of him, I'm saying nominate. In the election of Pan, every other constituency is anyway they call. The night time I'm a Sinama. The night time I'm a young. But Mubeke quite this organs. To say in that time, Mubeke in them time. So you don't go as Simbo, I know, to continue to do those things that are right. But in future, when I speak, you continue to hear.
The Director General of Nkoi Kanabasi Campaign Council, Barrister Edith Nyangidem, alongside stakeholders, elders, and people of Ndia Ward 8, held Ukpong-Udor for exhibiting such rare capacity of not betraying his people's confidence.
I
feel so happy to see a politician since I was born keeping to his covenant. This covenant was a thing he has done in the public. He might go he become the voters.
Ukpong-Udor, it would be recalled, had last week announced he was committing his entire 2 years' earnings in the National Assembly to improving the socio-economic well-being of his people. Samuel Ayara, AKBC News.
A US-based Akwa Ibom daughter and founder of Living Encouraged Ministries, Pastor Rosemary Akaite, has brought the services of a non-governmental philanthropic and humanitarian service organization, the Sought Out Care Outreach, to her people. The outreach, which featured community empowerment, free skills acquisition, prayers and counseling, as well as distribution of free educational materials to pupils and cash to widows, took place at Ifai-Koropon village. Juliet Richard was there for the following report.
Aimed at restoring hope to the less privileged in the society, Pastor Rosemary Akaite said her passion for philanthropic and humanitarian service dates back to 2018, with over 10,000 people so far captured as beneficiaries. Pastor Akaite, while distributing educational materials to pupils of the Apostolic Primary School, Ifai-Koropon, said the gesture is aimed at cushioning the economic burdens borne by parents in the society and to encourage the pupils to focus in their academic pursuits.
They say charity begins at home, so we decided to bring what we do outside back home. So today we are at the Apostolic Primary School in Ifai-Koropon. We have looked around, how do we encourage these children and also support the less privileged families. So we are here to donate exercise books to every child in this school.
While the national coordinator of Sought Out Care Outreach, Esther Brown, took participants on soap, detergents, Dettol, ISO production, as well as makeup training. Pastor Rosemary Akaite charged skills acquisition trainees to make good use of the training to better their lives, as government alone cannot do everything.
The thing that you cannot take from anybody is a skill that they have learned. And so South Out Care Outreach, a branch of Living Encouragement Ministries, a few years ago, we began to go out to communities, especially the grassroots community, to teach people how to be empowered. We also focus on the widows and less privileged. In every community we go, we look out for particular widows who need help and less privileged family who need help. So once we've trained them, we do what? We give them a seed to be able to go out and use that seed to start the business.
In a precision, the village head of Ifai Korokbon, Eteidong Wemtown, thanked the team for the initiative, of which is one of its kind ever in the village. The climax of the outreach was the presentation of startup cash to widows and other participants at the training, as well as presentation of food items. Beneficiaries of Sought Out Care Outreach had this to say.
Right from the time that the government fenced around this perimeter, did this perimeter fencing, I know that something good was coming after that, and this is my expectation, my dream come true.
God bless you in Jesus' name. Continue doing that, because the people will love it, and they will go to the villages and tell other people what you people can do.
Thank you, Mommy and Daddy.
I would like to be like you so I can help others like you. Thank you for what that you done for me. May God.
Juliet Richard, AKBC News.
The Federal Road Safety Corps says there is need for its personnel to bear firearms in discharging their duties, considering the level of insecurity challenges across the country. The Corps Marshal, Mr. Dauda Bill, made this known on Saturday while inaugurating 1,762 personnel of the Corps who just concluded their four-month basic course at the Nigerian Army Training Center, Kantagora, Niger State. Bill, who was represented by Deputy Corps Marshal Sheikh Zaki, said the measure will ensure adequate protection for the personnel who were often attacked in the course of their duties by some road users or suspected criminals who take advantage of insecurity in the country. Mr. Bill further stated that looking at the level of insecurity in the country, it will not be out of place for the FRSC to start using arms to enable the men of the force to protect themselves when the need arises. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested a 67-year-old trafficker, Chukwuemeka Clement, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, for ingesting 1,100 wraps of cocaine. Chukwuemeka claimed he ventured into the crime to raise enough money to marry a new wife and start life afresh after wasting 30 years of his life in Brazil, Ethiopia, and Thailand. NDLEA said Chukwuemeka was arrested on Tuesday, October 3, during the inward clearance of passengers on Ethiopia Airlines Flight 951 from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and taken for body scan, which revealed multiple pellets in its stomach, which, under observation, the suspect excreted a total of 100 wraps of cocaine weighing 2.195 kilograms in 4 excretions. And in sports, Akwa United yesterday failed to subdue new entrants into the Premier League, Sporting Lagos, when they played a scoreless draw at the Nest of Champions, also known as the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. The Uyo side had last week crumbled to Bayelsa United after leading 3 times in Yenagoa. In the Governor's Cup, Ibionibum Hills Nsadibum at the Uyo Center at 4 o'clock in the evening, while that of Etemepo and Isinodum Hills the same time at Ikorepene Center. On that note, we conclude our noon package, but just before we go, a quick reminder of some of our top stories. We had told you that it was an exciting weekend in Ikono in the federal constituency and Estre Karibana state constituency of the state, as representatives Emmanuel Lukwudo and Udobia Friday breathed life to their people's socio-economic concerns through cash supports and free legal services. That's a package this morning, this afternoon. Thank you for your time. My name is Mercy Ekere. Do have a pleasant day.